Greetings everyone, this is Dose. Right now we're gonna see one of the most expensive speakers that you can purchase right now. Welcome everyone, if you're new, please subscribe. Okay, I have right here one of the other two. This is the third series of one of the most expensive speakers that you can purchase right now. And this is the Dinario LYD 8.8-inch studio monitors. And I picked this one because this actually is one of the best speakers for your money, and also a lot of top DJs and music producers get this one instead of ones more than $1,000 or less of it. But on Dinario has a really cool and self-made type of company. It's $800 for each speaker, and these monitors are from Dinario LYD series. Has a really cool D-class amp, and so 130 watts of power. I picked this one because they're 8-inch and you didn't really need a subwoofer to able to run in well to your music productions and listening to able to mix it right your type of music. With this they have a pair for any room and natural on color sound reproduction of real world monitoring, as well as any room, so they can attach to any room of your choice and give it a really nice sound of clearance with your room. Obviously it's gonna have the XLR balance and RCA in balance inputs. And what I say is that because a lot of the speakers during this type of price range, they only come one or the other, but this one comes both of them. On the lower price of range, I'm going to show later on, also comes with both of them, but normally only comes with RCA inputs under $100, because the next one I'm going to show is $100. On the specs, we have 8-inch woofer and also 50 drivers and 130 watts power D with 45 to 22 hertz. And the weight is 22 pounds per speaker. Right now we're gonna see a quick video of the Dinario factory, and right now after this one we're gonna see the other speaker.
We're here in the Dinario factory in Denmark, and this is where we do all our drivers, final speakers, and also where we produce our new personal reference monitor, LYD. In the end, we reworked everything inside the speaker, redefining how we make studio monitors. With LYD, we looked at the whole history of our acclaimed BM range of speakers and wanted to take it one step further. Our goal was to create the best near-field monitor for musicians and producers sitting in small studios or home studios, and all that without blowing up the budget. An important aspect of Dinario speakers has always been a consistent frequency response and a wide listening window. With the LYD series, we wanted to give users a reference monitor that sounds the same at any listening level. So if you're listening to the monitor at low volume, you have the same precise listening experience as when you turn it up. In addition, a more steady off-axis frequency response creates a wider listening window. So if you sit in front of the monitors with 2 or more musicians, everybody can have the same listening experience. When it came to the features of the monitor, we really didn't want to do the usual just because we always did it. We thoroughly considered every feature and thought about if it's useful or not. For example, most studio monitors use a shelf EQ to adjust high and low frequencies, but shelf EQs also introduce phase problems. So our engineers came up with a tilt filter that tilts the whole frequency response in one or the other direction. Because it tilts the whole frequency spectrum, we call it sound balance. Another example is the bass cutoff. In every speaker design you have to make a trade-off about how loud you want the speaker to be able to play and how deep it can play, because low frequencies use up so much energy. So we give the users the choice between 3 different settings, allowing them to adjust the low frequency range to their needs while also influencing maximum sound pressure level. When we talked to existing Dinario users, it became quite apparent that a lot of times it cannot be avoided that speakers are positioned very close to a wall. Therefore, we have the wall setting, which will introduce filters that take care of anomalies that happen in the low frequency response of the monitor. With these features, it will be possible for everyone out there to achieve the best possible result with their LYD monitors. And I believe it will help artists and engineers out there to achieve their perfect sound. That's why we take great care in building these monitors here in our factory in Skanderborg, Denmark.
Okay, right now we have the 402 4-inch Tanoi Reveal. And I picked this one because this is a little more professional wise than most speakers during this price range, almost $100. Because I say almost $100 because on this one, $109. So just a little bit over $100. But I picked this one because if all the speakers that I see, I saw another one also with the Presonus brand. It was $10 less than this one, but it was actually the pair, I believe. Their drivers was only 3 inches. This one's 4 inches. For an inch more, you can get a lot of more spectrum than what you're needing on the price range. So this is one of those speakers that I would use if I'm starting out on producing music or making beats, because it's way more professional. It has more inch than the one that costs less than $100. And right now we're gonna watch another video after my ending, so stay tuned. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and press the bell button and a comment below. And until the next one, bye.
With Peter from Tanoi talking about studio monitors, specifically the Tanoi Reveal 502s. You know, Peter, Tanoi's been in business a long, long time. I mean, nearly 100 years. You were telling me a little bit about the Tanoi history. Tell me about the 502s.
Well, we just launched these. They're part of a range which we call the Reveal. It's sort of an update on the Reveal range. These are the Reveal 502s. It's a 75-watt biamped studio monitor with a 5-inch woofer and a 1-inch tweeter. 50 watts going to the woofer, 25 watts going into the tweeter.
And you also have a bit of a EQ tweak if you need to?
Yep. On the back, we've got the balanced inputs, we've got the unbalanced quarter-inch jack, the 1/8-inch jack, and then a volume knob, a sort of gain knob to get it just right. And then, as you mentioned, the EQ. So you can do a high boost or a high cut or set it to the neutral position depending on your listening space. And as you said, you know, we've been in the business for a long time, and we have some guys that have been working tirelessly on residential stuff, on install and tour stuff. We've got a range of residential speakers, some going up to $75,000. It's the same guy who's done the tweaking on these.
Right.
So brand new design from top to bottom, new drivers, new cabinet design, new amp design, and the crossovers as well. Brand new and impeccably designed.
Well, yeah, you know, in this price point, I mean, sub $400 for a pair, there are a lot of choices. The sound of these kind of continues the Tanoi legacy. They're very sweet sounding. They're surprisingly good for the amount of money.
Well, thank you. We spent a lot of time and energy on getting these just right, and we're focusing in on the sound. We wanted to sound great. We've got a name to back it up, and we really wanted to hit the nail on the head with the frequency response, and we wanted to have the time alignment just right between the tweeter and the woofer.
Right.
So that in turn means that if you're moving around in your studio area, you'll never lose track of the stereo imaging, as well as, you know, if you're having people sitting in on your mix.
And these come with a cable to link them, right?
Well, it's sort of a convenience factor that we thought we'd include. When you buy a Reveal 502, you get a 16-foot mini jack cable with it. And you're able to plug straight into your iPhone, your computer, your iPad, whatever you're mixing on or you're just, you know, listening back to.
Right.
And with the second cable coming out of the second box, you're able to link your monitors for an instant stereo setup. And with the launch of these new Reveals, we also launched a brand new website, tanoistudio.com, where you can check out the specs, see the images, and also see the different artists that are using Reveals.
Yeah, like who?
Well, we got Kern Brantley, who does a lot of work for Lady Gaga, bass player. We've got Doug Aldrich of Whitesnake, Eric Smith, Monkey from Korn. There are tons of people that are listening to Tanoi. They're mixing on Tanoi.
Well, cool. Peter, thanks so much.